My name is Joby Provido, and there was a time that I was praying here, and I got distracted by the beautiful stained glass. And then I said to myself, no, there's this is worth putting a tour together so that we will explain to the people what the different meanings are, the symbolisms are. And so that because my background is I teach in a school of art, and then so my students, the way that I get them interested is by talking about the art, no? And so sabi ko, this is something that we can do also for the church, no? That we talk about the art, and then people, get to learn the symbolisms, the doctrine, the meaning behind it. No? So that's how that came to be. And then it just came, what do you call this? It was almost providential and coincidental that Father Steve, the rector of the church, was looking for something to do for the Jubilee year because they're expecting people to come here as pilgrims because this is one of the Jubilee churches that was chosen. No? So he was looking for that way that earlier he was saying in the Mass, no, that they just wanted to have a leaflet that they could give people. No? But there was a Sunday morning, the first Sunday of the year. No, I was attending Mass, and Father Steve was the priest. And after the Mass, I said, Father Steve, he's the rector of the cathedral. I have this idea, maybe you want to do a walking tour. Sige, tell me more about it. So we met after that, and then he liked the idea, and then so it just jived it with what he wanted to do. So that's how we put the walking tour together.
Sir, Bishop Honesto Ongkyoko called this something like an evangelization through art, or I think it was the rector, Father Steve Zabala, who said that. Do you agree?
Oh yeah. When we're trying to evangelize, there is this particular phrase that is used in Latin, via pulchritudinis, no? The way of beauty. So the way that we want to, kasi it's hard to get people to listen to doctrine, especially the younger kids nowadays, no? Hard to get them sit down and listen to doctrine. But when you start talking about art and they're looking at something, then it's something that they don't know that they're listening already to catechism, to doctrine, because of the art. So yes, so here, I don't know, during our tour this morning, people are just looking at the things, but they're getting so many things from what I was saying. So I think I find it really beautiful. Correct. Tama, sabi ni Father Steve, that it is a way, of learning, through art and through beauty.
Sir, my last question. What do you think is a challenge for other Catholic parishes that have their own works of art inside their churches?
Okay, to do something like this, you mean? Yeah. I've been. The challenge is, sana maganda rin yung mga, what do you call it? Sana maganda rin yung mga the art that they have. One of the things that I was asked to look at was, in fact, can we look at other churches that we can do something similar, no? But the one thing that comes to my mind is, may beauty ba? No, I mean, they're all beautiful, but I mean, is there something worth talking about, no? And the one that comes to mind is San Sebastian, which is the only Gothic church in Manila, no? So we're taking a look at that. And then maybe if you're talking about challenges, it's somebody who can go and look at all the different art pieces and then putting together also another tour if they want to do the same thing.
Sir, my last question, last. Sinasabi nila arte lang yan. Kailangan naman sa simbahan magdasal, di ba?
Okay, yeah.
How would you respond to that kind of comment?
Yeah, in the early church, people could not read. No? They could not read. They were illiterate, no? Not because they were poor, but it was just a thing, they could not read. And so the churches, for the people to understand what was the stories, they would put stained glass with all of the stories from the Bible, no? So, arte lang ba yan? If it's just art for art's sake, then okay, maybe it's nice because we try to make the place of God beautiful, no? But it's double. There's a double. What they call this? There's an additional meaning, no? If the art has something, a story to tell, no? So I will not agree na arte lang, no? Especially pag pinag-isipan, no? Especially the person who designed this church, no? Rafael del Casal, no? He has a background in doing liturgical art, no? And so every single thing was very well thought of, and I really like it that there's always a meaning behind it. So I think art is a way to tell stories.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay.